What's up, guys? Welcome back to another 10 shots in 10 days. Today we're taking a look at this nighttime scene that I filmed. For some reason, I've been in a nighttime scene era. I think it's something I want to focus on and get better with. I did my hand at the moonlight one, and now I want to take a hand at this one as well. Just get better at my moonlighting practices. So let's get into the breakdown of how I did this. Now, since again, it was late last night when I filmed this, I couldn't really do much of a talking head or like kind of explain what I was doing most of the time. But I got some B-roll of me setting up the scene a little bit. So the gear that I was shooting this on was the Lumix S9, the Sigma 24-70, and my main key light that I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce, but I'll put in the link below. And then I used a couple practical lights around the house. I couldn't really change the effect on them. So that's just the unfortunate truth of that. So I kind of blew out the highlights a little bit in the lamps, but I had to keep myself at a decent exposure. So I didn't introduce a lot more noise into the image. I actually shot here in this living room. I had this light right outside the window, not even outside, it was like over on the sidewalk, just shining in, and I had it at daylight temperature, and I had the white balance set to 3200 Kelvin, just so I can get a cooler tone of light, while maintaining good skin tones and the warmth of these tungsten light bulbs. I then had my cheap $60 light that I got from Best Buy as a bounce to kind of fill in the room a little bit and lift up some of the shadows. Still wanted to keep some of that contrast and the dark, moody theme of it, but I still, wanted people to see a little bit of the room. So I have this light at about, I'd say like 10% maybe. Both these lights are pretty bright for these small spaces. So this light was only at 7%, and it was just like putting in some good light into the house. So it was just enough to make it seem like it was moonlight, but also enough brightness so I didn't piss my neighbors off. Next time I film outside, I'm gonna hit them up and let them know, hey, I'm doing a silly YouTube video. Now past Michael's gonna show you where I had the S9 set up. It's snowing out here. Whew. So apparently, I recorded no audio last night. So here was the setup. I had the Lumix S9 on my monopod about a couple feet away, zoomed in at about 50 to 70 millimeters, switched the white balance to 32,000 Kelvin, as I said, framed it up, put myself on the left thirds, because I like framing on the thirds. So I kind of had the main source of light coming from the lamp that you see there, my practical lighting, but then I had my cheap light kind of off to the side, kind of to bring up the shadows or lift up the shadows to kind of illuminate the room a little bit while still maintaining those shadows. But yeah, it's pretty simple setup, pretty straightforward. I think I'm making some pretty good shots with the amount of gear that I have to my disposal. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I think that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to let me know. I will see you tomorrow for shot number 6. Bye.